Great, so welcome to Daydreaming in Mixed Reality. This is the second of our series of live concerts with piano and MetaQuest Pro. I'm very grateful to Trinity College's Music Composition Center and also to the head of music, Professor Evangelia Rigaki, for hosting us, and also to all of you for coming to share this very special experience with us today. We've taken the liberty of handing out some questionnaires. I know I inflicted all of them on you. My apologies. And we'd like to ask you to complete these after the concert. They're very short. But I'll also ask you, in order not to compromise on methodology, not to look at the questions until after the concert. So you should all have received a pencil for this purpose. And if you like the pencil, you're very welcome to keep it. As some of you know, in addition to my work in Trinity, I also run a small serious game company called Haunted Planet Studios, and I'm very proud to introduce my team members here tonight, Dr. Svetlana Rudenko and Xiongpeng Fu, who's here. Svetlana's in the front. And the concert we'll be performing tonight showcases some of our recent work in art, music, and mixed reality, and it's on the theme of dreaming. So dreaming has long been a source of creative inspiration for artists, composers, for writers, and scientists. So composers like Tchaikovsky, Mendelssohn, and Amy Beach were inspired by dreams, and surrealists like Dalí, Magritte, and de Chirico, and many others, of course, explored the unconscious through art and dreams. Writers like Hugo, Naudier, and many others engaged with dreams in literature, and pioneers in psychoanalysis like Freud and Jung approached dreaming academically to begin to understand the human psyche. Today, neuroscientists explore the biology and physicality of the dreaming process, while all us humans ask, what is dreaming? What does this subjective experience mean for each of us? What role does it play in our conscious and unconscious experience? So in Daydreaming with Mixed Reality, we engage with the human experience of dreaming through art, music, and consciousness science. So using cutting-edge mixed reality, we approach dreaming like surrealist paintings. Experiences that reside halfway between the visible and the invisible. Mixed reality is uniquely suited for this purpose because it positions the audience, yourselves today, but also the person wearing the headset, not within a virtual world like virtual reality technology does, but in a liminal space that blends the real and the unreal, the conscious with the unconscious, the physical world with the world of dreams. The music you'll be hearing today will be preludes by Rachmaninoff, as well as original compositions by Dr. Svetlana Rudenko. The mixed reality visuals were inspired by art by Salvador Dalí and Giorgio de Chirico. The concept design was led by Svetlana, with design contributions by all three of us that you see here today, and 3D modeling and programming by Xiongpeng, who's also performing with the headset today. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Svetlana. I think you'd like to say a few words first.
Yes, thank you so much. I have to explain a little bit visualization, what we did on Rachmaninoff, 6 preludes. So music language is a very symbolic language. So for those who didn't study musicology, you probably emotionally will feel, but what's the story behind, So for me, as a performer, I always have this story when I perform, only you don't see it. So now visualized it, and this visualization based on interpretation, life of composer, musicology, harmonic analysis, and the mentality of his background as a person. So, for example, you will see we used a multisensory approach. So not only audio and visual, but appealing to the senses. For example, in number 4 prelude, you will see the soil and perhaps you feel the smell. So in number 1, there's a rain and perhaps you will feel that the touch of the drops on the skin. So, for example, number 2 is associated, it was a movement in Russian culture. So as Mighty Five, and Rimsky-Korsakov, for example, wrote Scheherazade. So there's certain interest to Orientalism, and I think it influenced Rachmaninoff when he studied in Moscow Conservatory. So Rachmaninoff left Russia immediately after Soviet Revolution. So he left in 1918. And he had a concert career in America. He settled in New York, and then he bought his villa. And but still, the culture and some fairy tales of his childhood, and he loved nature. So we try to incorporate this. For example, number 3 prelude would associate with Friday pancake. So Pancake Friday. So number 4, there's a certain cascades organization of chords in musical texture can associate with rituals in pagan culture, cult, when people pray to the gods of nature to manifest the harvest. So, or for example, number 5, that would be a scene. You will see the pond, it's from fairy tales. So then number 6, it's autumn. And interesting in Rachmaninoff texture, I could hear even birds cry, cranes, and they leave homeland to migrate into warm countries. It's like you look from the mature age to the life experience to look back. So that's the basis of visualization. Now that is the first image.